All right, hello and welcome to Building Your T-Shirt Empire. My name's Cole and with me as always is Gavin. We're here at the ROQ booth and at the moment we have Adam Metzger, one of the ROQ sales managers. Adam, how do you think the show's going?
It's my first one, so amazing.
Yeah.
I think it's been going really good. There's been ebbs and flows of people, but we've been busy all day and a lot of good interest in not only our equipment, but I've talked to a lot of people who are just getting into screen printing. So it seems like the industry is thriving.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of interest from beginners. Like, have you been seeing people coming up and considering an auto as like the first thing they even buy?
You walk up and you see this equipment spinning, and you're instantly mesmerized.
Right.
I mean, the people who are thinking about buying the manuals, they're like, I know what I want to do. I want to get into screen printing. But then you walk over here and you see these things moving.
Yeah.
And yes, they're like, maybe I don't want to do that. Why do I want to keep pushing and pulling when I can get this video game here to do it all for me?
What is your guys' like intro press right now? Is it the Fit?
The Fit would technically be the intro level press, but really the U. I mean, the Fit is essentially a U, but it's made with a little bit different diameter of a box so that you can get it through a standard size door.
Okay.
I would consider our U a good starter press for someone who's getting into auto for the first time.
And I think you're right. When you do see these machines spinning, they are crazy mesmerizing. I can remember going to my first trade show in Long Beach, probably like 8 years ago. Coming down the stairs, and you guys had, and I could see the green color from far away.
Yeah.
That green color was a magnet.
Right.
It attracted me right to it. And a few years down the line, I did end up getting one. And those machines, they are beautiful machines.
People always talk about like car analogies, like, oh, this is the Ferrari of whatever. These aren't cars, these are rocket ships, man.
Yeah.
These things look awesome.
Yeah.
The color is a big part of it. Green is a cool color, but they just look cool. The lights on top, the shape of it, they look amazing.
Yeah. And it feels like, I mean, I know that a lot of shops, when they finally get their ROQ, that's basically all their marketing. Like they're like, listen, if it looks this good, we're now professional.
Yeah.
And you get that kind of thing. I've seen a lot of shops that even paint their walls to match.
Totally.
It looks fantastic when they do it. So what do you think you've been seeing in the show this year? Like, what's kind of the evolution of the show? Has there been anything that feels like it's the new hot technology?
That's a good question. I don't know about that. Being my first show, it's hard because everything here is new to me.
Yeah.
I would say that walking in, seeing everything from the absolute entry-level starter stuff all the way up to, if you bought a couple of the machines sitting across the aisle here from us, you could have a pretty huge shop.
Yeah.
So we have the full gambit from starter all the way up to a big shop. As far as new technology, I need to do a walk around, I guess.
Yeah.
I need to break away from this booth and go walk around and check some other stuff out.
So if you think, like, once you get to Long Beach around January, if this is your first show, wait till you get to Long Beach, see what happens.
I've heard a lot of tales about that.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm running a manual shop right now, right? And just imagine that for a second. I am struggling to like output what I got. I got too much work, but I'm like on the fence, because it's a big decision to go into one of these machines, right?
Sure.
Like, how do I know if I'm making the right decision? Will this machine be able to give me that money back?
Right.
What are you saying?
Money's a big factor.
Yeah.
And ultimately, money is time. Time is money, right? Time is what you're getting back when you're going into auto, which is going to calculate into money. Between like registering our registration units and just spinning the machine around, you're getting time back. That's allowing you to do other things, whether that's go sell more jobs, whether that's print more jobs, whether that's some pre-press or post-press stuff. It's giving you time back to be able to work on other facets of your business.
Yeah, and you're right. Well, so when I was making that decision, that thing was super scary for me. Like getting my first press, I could not see into the future. Like, I'm at a manual shop. I'm going to get this machine that I'm going to have to pay rent for my shop, rent for this machine. It's scary. But what ended up happening for me after getting it was like a no-brainer. It's like, I could do so much more.
Yeah.
So much more, and it's easier to use. Your quality just goes up by 100%, if you want to say that. To me, it's like, if I had to start all over again, I am starting with this right away. If screen printing is the option that I'm gonna go, like the manual game, I almost think you could skip that.
Yeah.
You could skip that if you're positioned financially to do it.
Yeah.
If you got the space and if you got if you're able to go get the client.
Yeah, I could sit here and tell everyone that they should do that. But the cool thing about the ROQ family is that I don't have to. I just say, hey, let's go meet some other people who have ROQs, and they're going to tell you. Because look, ultimately, I'm in sales. People are like, oh, is he just giving me a line? I'm not, and I'm not even going to give you that line. I'm just going to take you over to someone else who has our equipment, and they're going to tell you that everything I said was true. That's what's cool about getting into this family, this ROQ family, is that everyone knows how good it is, and they'll tell you that.
So what are you guys doing for the show? I mean, I know we've got like Rock Fest later. You've got the giveaways. What all is going on in the booth?
We got hoodies in Texas.
Okay.
Because apparently it rains in Texas.
Yeah.
I've been here for 2
Apparently.
days, and it's been raining. I'm like, what is this weather in September in Texas? We got hoodies we're giving away. We do have T-shirts if you don't want a hoodie. We got Mrs. Renfro's barbecue sauce. We did the collaboration with them, so we got barbecue sauce to give away. And then, of course, Rocktoberfest tonight's going to be awesome. We're going to have your regular Oktoberfest stuff, so sausages, beers, pretzels.
Yeah.
It's all held at Made Lab, so another really good spot for people who are into manual printing, into auto printing, embroidery, DTF, DTG, whatever it is. This laboratory has it for you to come check out. So it's going to be a really cool crossover event.
You know what would have been a great giveaway? That hat you have on. I think.
Cowboy hats are everywhere.
So I came to Texas. I didn't know it was going to rain here. And I'm a bald guy. So I'm like, hey, my head's getting wet. I need to protect myself. So first thing I did before dinner last night was go get a new cowboy hat.
Protection is important, guys.
That's right.
Cover your head.
Well, how can people reach out and find you if they're ready to buy?
People can reach out via our website, roq.us.
Yeah.
People can come visit us at these trade shows. That's my favorite way to talk to people because I love chatting in person. Or people can find us on social media as well.
Awesome.
How about you, Cole? Like, what do you do, and how can people support you?
What do I do?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've been a rock shop for like 10 years, so the biggest thing for us is just booking orders, and that's the thing with the autos. You go from a manual and you leave that world of like being stressed out about 75 t-shirts, and all of a sudden you don't even want to take an order below 50 or so t-shirts and put it on an auto.
Right.
So it's just one of those things where like for us it's just always focusing on sales and making like customer contacts where we're actually fulfilling the capability of the machine. Like having that machine do what it can do is really where it is, because you're always going to be able to pay for the machine, but what you're trying to do is like maximize your total efficiency.
Yeah.
Because you can knock out 7 jobs in a day on one of these, and if you have multiple, that's like a lot of sales to book.
Yeah. That's the intimidating part of going manual to auto is I need to fill this machine's time.
Totally.
Yeah.
Now if you have an auto, one of the things that's going to slow you down is art, right? If your art department is slowing you down, it takes a long time. Hiring a graphic designer is really expensive, and that's why, like, once I end up selling my business, I created what we end up creating, was really to help screen printing shop owner not having to struggle that anymore. So for folks that don't know, I founded a company that's called Seps.io. We are an outsourced art department for screen printing shops, right? So if you have one of these autos and you need the support of art, we have a team of graphic designers and customer service people. We'll give you the platform that you need, so it could be super simple for you, and you could truly outsource it and forget about it, and you just get files that's ready to print or files that you could pass on to your customers. So if you're looking for that, seps.io, connect with me and I'll tell you more about it.
Yeah.
And if I could piggyback off that real quick, ROQ is a company that creates, builds, and sells screen printing equipment, right? But that's not what I think of us as. I think of us as a solutions company.
Yeah.
We also sell equipment. But if you get in contact with ROQ, you come into the ROQ family, we're your business partner now. I have connections to people like you, Gavin.
Yeah.
So if you have a pain point in your business, I have solutions for parts of it.
Yeah.
But if I don't have the direct solution for it, I know people who do. So that's a big part of coming into the ROQ family is you're not just buying equipment from me. You're getting someone who has access to resources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, earlier today we did our class, and like the whole class was about automating and systematizing your business. And it's just one of those things where, like, at its core, like, most people in the industry are capable of loading a shirt and printing a shirt. But the way that you take it to the next level is through the relationships, through the process being automated, and finding a way to constantly, like, smooth out those edges.
Yeah.
Because you might be able to print 50 shirts, but can you print 50 shirts every 45 minutes, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, and just never
Right.
stop that grind? And then once you start bringing in additional staff doing that, there's so many different headaches that can arise if you don't
Yeah.
keep it nice and tight.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, thanks again.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.